It's kitchen gossip time. 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 Happy Turkey Day and happy Thanksgiving. I just thought while I chop up some veggies for my cornbread dressing, I thought I'd chat for a minute with you guys because I want to put up a video. First, before I do that, let me say that I made a video a while back asking anybody to just tell me what you use in terms of editing your videos. You know how you want to cut, maybe slide in a picture or, do a little commentary and then slide in a video clip or something like that. Well, with the Windows 10, they didn't put any of the Windows Movie Maker or video editing apps with it. So I really have no idea what everybody's using nowadays. So I made a video asking, can somebody recommend an app or some software for me? And nobody did. So I really want to know, tell me what I can use to edit, because I have a video clip that I want to play, but I'll have to tell you about it on this one and then just upload it as a separate video because I don't have any apps or anything on my computer that I could use to do such things. So if you know of a good app or a good site that I can try out and see if I want to purchase it, or if it's free, that's even better. But just let me know something and maybe I can get back to making my videos, with a little bit more information and stuff like that, like I used to. So, anywho, I need to cut my hair, start cutting my own hair again. But I haven't done it yet, so pardon the mini fro. Because I sure didn't feel like doing it today. But I'll get around to it for the weekend. But you know how we Lupis are. We're all family. Right? So you got to take me with the good, the bad, the beautiful, and the downright ugly. And thank you for pardoning me today. But I have no plans to do anything but cook. And I made my cornbread and stuff last night. I make it from scratch. And then all I gotta do is put all my goodies in it. And I put a little, you may not do this, but I put a little sausage in there. My daughter likes it, where I could put sausage in there. So I cooked that up and put some sausage in there to give it some extra flavor. But she won't eat my dressing without the sausage. And I put two different kinds in there. I put sage, and I put either hot or something spicy like that. But I think she got maple and sage. So that's what she likes. So I will put that in hers. I used to make 2 pans when my kids were small. Because like I said, they like theirs a little bit different than I like mine. So I would always make at least 2 pans, sometimes 3. Depending on what my boys wanted. And, but now that they're all adults, I say, you eat what I cook. I'm not required to cook all in separate pans of stuff now. You gotta eat what I cook. That's how that works. So, but anyway, I always end up doing it anyway. because here I am making 2 separate pans again. But let's see. There's a couple things I wanted to talk to you about. I got a video that I want to play. And I know this is Thanksgiving, so I don't want to talk about anything that's going to really bring you down or anything. But I do want to mention it because I did a video about the N-word a while back, and it was on one of the kitchen gossips. I want to do a follow-up to that, and it's actually just an explanation from an African-American author, and he's like a public speaker as well. But he is very smart, very articulate, and I really like the way he explained to a white attendee. It was a Q&A session, and the young lady was a white girl. I couldn't really tell, but she said she was white. Before she asked the question, she said, as a white girl, she said she has friends and they listen to somebody, I don't know who this rapper was, that had just come to their college campus and performed. And she was wondering, oh my God, did she really do that? I had my daughter get the wax paper down because I can't reach it. Way back there, see? Right there. That thing standing up right there. I asked her to get it down for me because I can't reach it. She takes it down. I take a piece. Then she puts it back up there. I want her to leave it down. Okay, so with kitchen gossip, you get everything. So, sorry about the frustration. But anywho, excuse me. This young lady asked a question from this author. And it was some kind of well-known rapper. I don't know all these, new rappers and stuff. But it's somebody that sounded, he sounded like he was a pretty well-known hip-hop guy. And she attended the concert with her friends, who I take are African-American. And so she attended with her friends. Excuse me. Onions. So she attended with her friends, and she wanted to know what, like when they're singing songs by mostly hip-hop black rappers, probably won't find that much with white rappers singing that, but you might here and there using the N-word in their songs. But she asked the guy. She said after the concert, someone sent an email out to everyone that had went to the concert that this is the white girl speaking, as a white person don't have the right to say that word. So I guess this went out to everybody that was white, maybe, I don't know. But she said she agreed with it 100%. She said she felt like that no white person has a right to use that word unless there's been some, some giving back or some, I almost said respiration, but reparations. And she said she agreed with it. She wasn't, she's not offended that, people say that, as a white person, you're not able to say this word. And she understood it, but she just wanted to know, what do I do? How do I handle it when I'm with my black friends? Because they, sing along with the song, and the song says it. She said he says it like repeatedly over and over. She said it so many times that it makes her uncomfortable. So she was asking this guy, what can I do, or what should I do when they're singing along with the song? And the way I kind of took the question, I thought maybe she was, hoping that he would say, it's just a song, sing along with the song. It sounded to me like that's what she was at least hoping for, that you know, he would say, you know, you're not using it in a derogatory term. You're not addressing somebody with it. You're singing along with some lyrics. And she sounded like that's what she wanted him to say so she could finally feel comfortable singing along to the music with her friends. But that's not what he said. And what he said was so eloquently spoken that I'm not even going to attempt to repeat it. I'm just going to say, oh, watch the video below this one. Or no, above this one. And then you will see what he told her. And that's where I'm going to leave that, because you just can't get any better than that. But I will entitle the video what he called it, Why Some Words Are Not for Everybody. And you will understand that. And I really want you guys to watch it. I really do. Now, whether you feel like you have an issue with it or not, whether you feel like, you have black friends and they all know that you down with black people, whether you, grew up with them all your life, didn't grow up with them, I recommend everyone, look at it at least twice. At least twice. It's only like 3 minutes. It's not a long one. If that long. But it's not very long. And I really want you to look at it. And I really want you to comment because, I'm in my 50s. And I dealt with it in the 60s. Back then we weren't supposed to be under Jim Crow, but we were. And it's just one of those things where it's not spoken. Nothing's really ever spoken about it. We just assume that white people accept us as we are. And white people just assume that black people are okay with them. And sometimes there's things that I'm uncomfortable with. Like, for instance, using the N-word. Is it fair that black people get to use it and white people can't because black people get offended? Is that fair? I want you to answer that question now. Then I want you to look at the video that I post. And I want you to answer the question again. And tell me if you have the same answer. I'm telling you, this guy was deep. Okay? And he explains it so much better. I'll put it this way. He explains it and breaks it down in the best way I have ever heard in my 57 years. And that's the God's honest truth. I'm not adding to it. I'm not putting nothing on it. I didn't put no sugar on it. I didn't put no spice on it. I'm just telling you like it T.I. is. And that's the God's honest truth. So, I want you to think about that because there are times that I'm uncomfortable with things because, like, for example, people in Black Lives Matter. I thought when Trayvon Martin got killed and all the white people were wearing hoodies and standing up saying, I wear hoodies and all that, I thought we were all on the same page. Like, okay, so they believe that Black Lives Matter too. And then the birthing of Black Lives Matter just seemed to turn all the white people angry. It's like, okay, do we really matter or not? Whether you support them by donations or support them in their policies and their efforts or not. All the people that I hear saying that it's a terrorist organization are white people. And I'm not trying to be biased, but to this date, as of Thanksgiving Day, 2017, I have not heard a black person call it a terrorist organization. So what I'm saying is that it just seems like with the birthing of Black Lives Matter, the white people just got angry because there's an organization that now backs up what everybody was going around saying. Black Lives Matter. And do we matter or not? You know? And I just chopped up some good stuff to put in my dressing. I'm not going to have too much battery time left, so I'm not going to talk real long, but um, I get offended when I hear white people say that, and it's only because they're only drawing attention to a very serious problem that we have. Now, I think that I am one of the most unbiased people I have ever met, or that I know. And I say that in meaning that I don't care what a person's color is. And I'm not one of those people that go around saying, I don't see color. And please, white people, if you say that to anybody black, please don't. That's very offensive, because it doesn't make you any less of a biased person or any less a racist person by saying that, because we know it's not true. First of all, it's not true. If you didn't see color, you wouldn't match your clothes. You wouldn't drive a purple car. You wouldn't own a blue house. Of course you see color. But just saying that is stupid. It really is. And you offend people. They may not tell you that, but that's offensive to black people. Okay? You may not be able to go to work and get the truth from your black friends there, but I'm going to tell you the truth. When you land on Lupus Journey, this channel, I'm going to give you the truth, whether it hurts your feelings or not. And that's what I expect to get from you, whether it hurts my feelings or not. And I have said this on my channel before. I don't care if your truth is you are ugly and your mama dressed you funny. If that is the truth from your heart, give it to me. I'll deal with the hurt and pain later. I'll get over it in 5 minutes. But if it's your truth, speak it. That's what I want. I don't ever want somebody to sugarcoat something for me. That's just not how I've ever been. However, you should not go around telling people, particularly black people, that you don't see color, because everybody sees color unless they're colorblind. But you know what I mean. You don't say that. That's offensive. That's offensive, and it's offensive because it's just not true. Okay, we know what you mean to say, and the point behind it is appreciated, but just don't walk up to no black person talking about you don't see color. Okay, because it's just not true. On another note, when people started calling Black Lives Matter a terrorist organization, I was very hurt, because we really did need something to call attention to what's going on across America. Was it not enough for Kaepernick to, kneel? And he did that. It's not disrespecting our national anthem if he kneels, because that's respect. To me, if he just sat down, turned his back to the flag when it's being honored, or if he lays on the ground or brushes his teeth while we're honoring the flag, that's offensive. Kneeling is the best way that he can protest his message and still not disrespect that flag. And I'm going to tell you one reason why white people should not get upset if any black person kneels during the national anthem. Here's the reason why. I think it's the 5th stanza. Go and read it. Go and read it. Because that anthem that you are requiring black people to honor gives kudos to any white person that would kill slaves. And that's in that very anthem that you want us to honor. Yes, it is. Go look it up. That song was not written for us. It was written for white people to benefit white people as they salute their white flag. That's the reason that no white person should get mad if any black person chooses not to honor that flag with that anthem. Okay? And that's just the doggone truth. Because, you want, just because they don't sing it when they sing the anthem, doesn't mean it's not there. Okay? You hear a clip of a song on a commercial, that's not the song in its entirety. So the message of the song is not really delivered in a 20-second clip on a commercial, but it's still the message behind the song. So if you don't want us to get upset, if you don't feel we have a right to get upset, then change that song and make it something that is inclusive of everyone. It talks about killing us in that song. So why should we honor that song and stand and sing and participate in that song when they're talking about killing my grandpa? Okay, so remember, I'm only the third generation free on my dad's side. Okay, so it wasn't that long ago. I'm 57. Okay, you got my dad born free and my grandpa born free. That's it. Everybody beyond my grandpa were slaves. Okay, my grandpa, the one I say granddaddy, grandpa, he was the first one born in freedom on my dad's side. So it's not that long ago they was talking about killing my family. But you want me to honor that song. Is that fair? Is that fair to me, who lost everything? Not only did we lose everything, but all the land that my family owned, they took it from us. They took it. We own more than 40 acres, one of my relatives, and they just took it from us. Just took it. I got the paperwork. I can show you. I don't have to lie about it. I got the very court minutes where it was given when she died to a grocery store owner because she owed like $20 on a bill when she died. Now, mind you, she wasn't behind. She was on time with her payments. He said she paid every month, but she's dead now. So how can she pay? So she owes me, so I think I'm entitled to her land. And they gave him the land. And her children that lived on that land then started having to pay him rent. Yes. They didn't notify my relatives that there was going to be a hearing of her creditors. Nothing. Nothing. They just gave it, here's her 40 acres. You're now the owner. Now you tell me that's right. I got the paperwork. With nobody in that hearing on my relative side. The only people in that hearing was the grocery store owner and his attorney. And I know his name. I'm tracking his family down because one day I'm going to drive by there and I'm going to put my foot on that land and I'm going to tell my relatives, my ancestors, this is still your land. You were here. You once stood on this land. Now I stand on this land. It's still in the family. So, I don't mean to get so passionate about it. And I'm so sorry for, really talking about something so sensitive on a beautiful day like today. But I needed to, just kind of open that door because I want to post a video and I really want you guys to dialogue with me. Don't be afraid. I'm very, very open to discussion. I don't care what it is. You might be like, I'm not racist, but I'm just tired of black people always seem to be whining about. Just say it. You're not gonna hurt my feelings. I'm gonna ask you some questions, and then I'll probably respond to what you're saying. Because if we don't dialogue, how are we ever gonna move beyond it and keep our friendship as good as it is now? We have to dialogue. We have to say things that talk about things that bother us, or things that, you know, may trouble us, and we can work through those things together. We don't have to pretend like they don't exist, you know? We don't have to pretend like we're good, nothing bothers us, because if it really does, then we just speak about it, right? I guess I'm going to take some water. I'm going to put that video up, and I'm going to get my dressing in the oven. My battery is going to get low in a minute. I'll put up some pictures once everything is finished so I can make your mouth water. And of course, I'm making my famous sweet potato pies. I really wish you were here so I could give you some, because you would love them. You would fall in love with my pies. I don't make pumpkin pies, but I make sweet potato pies, and they are delicious. So, at any rate, happy Thanksgiving. I love you, and I really hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful, pain-free day today. And I hope that all the things that's going on, you know, the racial things that's going on, the sexual harassment things that's going on, I just pray that you're in a good place, and not victimized by anything that would make your journey more difficult in trying to be healthy and overcome, you know, the autoimmune things that you're dealing with. But I just want to say thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. It's been a while. And I think I'll make another video when I go sit down. Maybe I'll talk about maybe the sexual harassment stuff. Is that too touchy for Thanksgiving? Let me know. Love you. I wish you loopy loveys and pools of spoons. Bye-bye.